Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Learning Forward Saturday show. We are back meeting passionate educators from all over the world. This week, I have a teacher by choice. Her love for the profession is very evident as she works with children in the primary and secondary years. Skilled in science education, mathematics, life sciences, communication, and public speaking. Ideal for helping children prepare for the world today. Yes, a former radio professional who's even worked like a radio jockey, a producer of morning show on a famous radio channel. Yes, a good debater, a theatre buff. She loves to travel. And even more, is very fond of meeting people, reads poetry, listens to podcasts. She brings with her the best of experience in education and the world beyond school. And that perhaps gives her the opportunity to work more as a teacher who can actually understand people better. On the show today, I have with me Nibbrati Rathore. Welcome, Nibbrati.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for inviting me to your show. It's an honor and privilege.
Nibbrati, I find that there is a passion in you which kind of connects you with the child. And the way you work with children, the way children respond to your empathy and caring. Please share this passion with us, how you connect with children, what children mean to you, and why you are a teacher by choice.
So, a very nice question. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to say that there are a lot of things which makes me passionate to work with children. But there is one thing which I feel is very important, and I would like to tell you a story about it. So, when my daughter was born, I left my first job as a radio jockey and started taking tuitions because I just wanted to do something. And there was a student who used to come to study from me. So this special child was dyslexic and found learning difference. But I was able to help him understand the concept and was to some extent motivate him, or you can say that I was able to encourage him to start looking at maths and science as achievable things in life. And I was even able to ignite curiosity in him for these subjects. At that time, I really felt that we teachers are actually more powerful than we think. We have the power to shape someone's life. We can bring a difference in the society. And who gives us this power? Only these students. We all have heard of stories where parents reach out to the teachers, asking teachers like, please tell my child not to eat junk food, ask him to eat green vegetables, and he plays a lot of video games. Can you just ask him to stop doing that? So if you tell them once, these children actually listen to you, they follow you. So that is the effect of a teacher in a child's life. Now, when I entered teaching, I had no idea about how to manage 25 children and make the best use of those 40 minutes. I was really, I crossed my fingers entering my first class. But I knew from my experience that these children will only empower me and guide me to take the right steps. I would like to add here that the amount of power a teacher has is beyond comparison. It's only on us whether we realize it and make use of it or not. So this whole education system, or maybe this teacher and student relationship, empowered me. It ignited curiosity and made me very flexible. And, I would say that I have become a better person, what I used to be. So I really love to continue this profession as a teacher and stay connected to the children.
Thank you for actually giving you the reason as to what really pushed you into or pulled you into the passion. I can't say push because you already said teacher by choice. I find that today the biggest challenge is a happy classroom. And I'm sure you'll agree, it's not about teaching curriculum. And you also mentioned about relationship. You mentioned the power of communication. You even mentioned how parents look on to teachers as role models. So I have a question for you. As a role model, how do you live a happy classroom?
I feel that as a teacher, every teacher looks up to having a happy classroom. And I believe that if a teacher is happy and committed, she is definitely few steps closer to making a happy and a very, very safe place for the children. So recently, I have witnessed a wonderful teacher, and I would like to share that experience with you. Um, I shifted my daughter from a different school to one of the different schools. Like, I shifted my daughter actually. So my daughter is basically a very shy child, and I was really reluctant initially whether I should take this decision or not. And when I did that, she was, really not happy with the decision, and she kept saying that I'll be missing my teacher and my school and my friends. Uh, so my child joined this school in the mid session and expected that the new teacher is going to tell her that what all she has missed and what portion she has to cover and how she can cope with the current chapter. But to my surprise, the first thing on that teacher's list was how my child can have friends in this new setup. So that was something really very amazing and very, very powerful. I felt that the teacher was actually working to create a comfortable and a friendly zone first in the classroom rather than, concentrating upon the academics. So I sat and thought to myself on that day that when we talk about the learning outcomes of our lessons, when we prepare the lesson plan, why do we never mention how I've made my child feel today? Have I made them feel proud of themselves? Have I been able to make them think? Were they curious enough in my class? So I feel that, teachers, as you were also saying, that teachers are actually the role models for the children, that, that power is given by the children to us, and we really have to make use of the power and give the best to our children. It's crucial that as teachers, we must make our children feel comfortable and accepted in the classroom first. That should be the first thing. There is no denial to the fact that we have to cover a lot of syllabus. But if we plan our lessons properly, I believe we all can do it. And so, often it happens when I jump from one class to another, it will definitely happen in one of my class that I feel that my children are not really performing as much as they should perform. That challenge actually arises with us. With time, it's very difficult to keep yourself away from those marks. How your children are performing, that really reflects your teaching. But when this thing happens to me, I often remind myself a very famous quote by George Evans, which says, "Every student can learn, just not the same day or in the same way." So that actually helps me to get back into what I should be as a teacher.
Okay, now I want to ask you something very different because you have talked a lot about a parent in your recent dialogue with me, where you have looked at the relationship of a child with the school. So the question to you as a parent, what should a parent look for when the child wants to go to a happy school?
Actually, sir, mostly when a parent tries to look for a school, they often look at the academics. They often look at the result of 12th board. They do not look for the teacher in the school. I mean, you would never see that a parent is asking, "Can I meet the class teacher of the school of my student?" If I go to the school and ask, like, if my child is going to study in grade 6, can I meet the teachers of the class? So I think, I definitely know this seems little not reasonable. It doesn't seem that it can work, but I feel that when there is a orientation, the teacher should be, made the part of the orientation when the school is presenting all the things, because teachers are going to be the one who are going to handle the children. So a parent should definitely know how his or her child's teacher is going to be. I mean, that is something very crucial and very important, because she is going to handle the child. And it's just like, when we have heard about a very famous story of making a pot and how the potter used to put the hand and give support. So it's exactly the same thing. So if the potter is able, if the teacher is handling the child with love and care, then the child is all set to study from that teacher. And there was again a very nice quote by somebody, I don't remember the name of the person, who says that a child cannot learn if the child doesn't love the teacher. So I feel that as a parent, or maybe as a person, if you're going to select, you should know who all are going to be your child's teacher.
Thank you for highlighting the role of love. Thank you for highlighting the role of a teacher in one's life, and even more from sharing a parent's perspective with us. We wish you all luck with your children growing up, and may your daughter be happier in whichever school she is. Please convey your family our best wishes and kindly keep teaching.